Alright, so good morning everyone, welcome back to another day of Fargo's Soul Mod. Today is a very special day as this marks episode number 60 of the Pain Saga. 60 episodes is a hell of a lot, it's a number we have never achieved here on ChippysCouch, but here we are, 60 episodes. I want to start today's episode by thanking you lot. Thank you for joining me throughout these 60 episodes. It's insane to me. Every single day, we have between 50 to 70,000 people here watching my brain melt live. And honestly, I couldn't be more grateful that you show up, you watch me play a little bit of Terraria, and not very well, let's be honest here, and chat about, you know, whatever I've got going on. I feel incredibly privileged and lucky, and I really hope that the Fargo Soul Mod is a series we all look back on with a lot of great memories. That's all I want from the Let's Play. So yeah, today's episode is dedicated to you, Jeremy. One of you will be called Jeremy. For one of you, it's a very good day. But let's crack on. Let's crack on. All right, so Mutant Man. Yeah, that's right. More Mutant Man. Well, where do we begin? Where do we begin? I got some great comments yesterday. I got great comments. Honestly, a lot of you were just breaking down attacks for me. So one thing is, and I've said this like in the past, but if you don't know, a lot of people are like, you should watch this YouTuber win the fight. You'll learn a lot. I personally don't like to do that. I'll be honest. I like to learn from you lot. I think that's what makes the series so fun. I think it's what's affected every series here on ChippysCouch. Yeah, I find it boring to watch other people and learning that way. I want to learn myself. But yeah, that's why I never do it, even though there are some very talented people out there. I think the biggest thing people want to see is the blender. Or at least I think it's called the blender. I can't really remember. Yeah, it's called the blender. So this is the upgrade to the dicer. Ah, I get it now. The dicer, the blender. All right. That's actually not so bad. What do you make with this? Smoothies? Is that what that is? Is that because it's Plantera? All right. So yeah, people really want to see the blender as a substitute maybe for the Gemini glaives. Yeah, there was a bit of debate about this in the comments about which one does more damage and whatnot. I probably will do more damage with this, admittedly, but let's do it. Let's give it a go. Let's try the blender. So the first thing we've got to do to kickstart today's episode is, casually, we have to fight 100 Planteras. That's right. Only problem is I don't quite know if the right NPCs are alive. Are you the NPC that sells the things? You are not. Why would you be? Which one needs to be alive? Which one is this one? This is something. I'll never actually learn. Oh, there goes the mutant. I'll never actually learn any of these NPCs. Let's be real here. Although, so everybody's been telling me for ages to catch a top hat squirrel. I actually caught this on the thumbnail worlds, and I was like, oh my god, I finally found one in the context of I actually know what they are now. So there we go. I have a top hat squirrel, and eventually a man will move in with presumably a top hat, and we'll buy goods from him. That's right. That's right. So one thing I did want to give a quick shout out to is this was like the best way to wake up. I woke up with a tweet from Mythical Water, fellow friend of the channel, permanent spot on the couch, and she'd done an animatic of a short clip in yesterday's episode where my brain was at its maximum smoothest. All right, it was almost like a marble. It's so funny. It's so funny. I highly recommend you go and check it out. It's 7 seconds of rambling that I didn't quite realize I was doing. That's part and parcel of my everyday commentating. I don't know, but it really cracked me up. I loved it. She has a second channel. I didn't know this. Mythical Water with a 2. I'm not going to pronounce that very well because I'm English. But yeah, go and check it out. You'll find it. It's not too hard to find. Oh, I put it on the community tab. There you go. Now you know. Now you're like, hey, where can I find that, James? Don't worry about it. I got you covered. Oh god, I bloody love that little community tab. It's so good. So good for sharing stuff. It really is like a little built-in social media here on YouTube. I think it's cracking. And it's funny now because people don't abuse it anymore. Do you remember that? That was a great little saga, to be honest. But hey, people don't abuse it anymore. So it's nice because a lot of people see my posts. Because I still use it. I used it before the exploitation. And I use it now because I like it. It's great. Right, so we will start with... We'll start with this. All right, bam. Let's go. Summoner. Summoner. Look at me being able to know what's what. Oh my god, look at Blue Plantera. Hey, you got a new sprite. That's a really nice sprite. It's a really nice sprite. So I got a legendary something or other. Probably something from Alchemist mod. Let's be real here. Am I on Solar yet? Nope, still Summoner. Well, there we go. We got the Leafy Energizer. 100 treasure bags. This is the sword. Yeah, Alchemist NPC. Look at that. Whoa. Hell yeah. All right, we'll bin it. We'll bin it. Can't give me too much power. So I wonder if I have the Abominable Energy. I want to assume so. Blender. Oh, yeah. I haven't used my blender in a very long time. I think blenders are kind of gross. Like, I don't know about you, but I really struggled to clean my blender properly. Like, I used to like making banana milkshakes in it. And I'm so scared that there's remnants of it. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I am so sorry. I've put this thought into your head, and I really regret it. But that's why I don't use it. I don't know. Yeah. I need a new blender. Maybe that's a new house purchase. Any of you want to get me a housewarming gift? It could be a blender. It's not a real thing. I don't have a P.O. box. 4 people ask. I know one of you will. You'll be like, you know what? I can get him a blender. Sure, why not? It gave me what? 60 episodes of the best Let's Play I've ever seen? Yeah, no biggie. Oh, okay. So there was something to learn. Alright, I messed all this up. Don't forgive me. Forgive me. Don't mind me. So, yeah, lots and lots of tips were sent my way about loads of things. I'm clearly not doing very well. Let's just check out the weapon, and then we'll die, and then we'll restart, and then we'll go from there. Micro adjustments. Micro adjustments. Turning into stone gold man. What? I've got to turn to gold. That's what I've got to do. So you know the freeze time mechanic? People are like, all right, it's time to get rid of that because it doesn't help now. So we'll click go back. Is it in controls? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Right. So we don't want to freeze time anymore. We want to... Oh no. Oh, that was bad. Oh no. I've broken it. Okay, right. Mouse 4. There we go. For turn gold. So basically, instead of freezing time, we want to turn to gold like this. So this allows us to stay still for, what is it, 10 seconds? So if it's a really bad attack, you can turn to gold for 10 seconds and relax, get some healing in, and it's meant to be like a good alternative. People were saying, remember your Betsy's dash. Yeah, we got so many tips in the last episode in the comment section. So we got a lot to learn. Also, I did some reforging. I didn't mean to do it off camera. It's just I needed something to do before starting recording. I had a little bit of time to kill. Oh god. Oh god. So I know we'll get there. I know we'll get there. It's definitely going to be a warm-up day, or a warm-up section, you know, for a little bit. Also going to make that pumpkin pie. I got lots of little, like, tiny tips, as always, you know. Tiny tips being stuff like, oh, make sure you get the pumpkin pie and use it at the right time. I think, honestly, the best tip I probably got was for this phase, which I'm clearly doing a very awful job at. All right, let me grab these. Oh, God. All right. I'm clearly fumbling a little bit. Forgive me. Like I say, it's the warm-up. Oh, God, Christ. I smacked the microphone. I was trying to move my wrist rest. I just cracked it off the boom arm. Let me do a few fights. Let me warm into it. I'm clearly, like, fumbling my way through it this morning. But I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Look, I've made it through 59 of these episodes. Do you think episode 60 is going to let me down? No way. No how. Oh, I got a good recommendation. Got a good recommendation. Tally one today. If anybody in Britain that knows of Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear, He's got a farming show on Amazon Prime. It's really good. It's called Clarkson's Farm. Highly recommend it. Okay, right. So we want to move with precision. So yeah, basically, when it came to that, you lot basically let me know about how it works. Same with this one. Same with the sniper phase. You're like, all right, move left to right, but also down and stuff. Okay, clearly we need to get better at this one, though. Oh, that's rough. All right. I'm going to turn to gold in this one, because I think this one is one that I struggle with quite a bit. All right, so we're on to summoner now. So during this phase, we can't really do too much. That's interesting. In this fight... All right, that was maybe a bad idea. That maybe wasn't great. I guess it kind of depends, doesn't it? Because you can turn to gold and feel fantastic. But, you know, if the attacker lines in the wrong form afterwards, you're kind of out of luck. But that would have been a good one, because that skipped two of the worst phases for me. Interesting, interesting. But yeah, I recommend Jeremy's Farm. It's very good. Can't be squeamish, though, because it is actually a farming show, so... It's got farming things in it, which you might not like. Okay, right. Oh, so people said stand in between. I don't know what that means with that one. I could not figure out what standing in between really meant, because that sounds rough as oh. Okay, we want to get in here instead of getting nuked. So I know that one. I'm glad I figured that one out on my own. Okay, right. Slime's coming down. We want to get over here. Oh, a good tip is somebody said turn off momentum. All right, let me grab these illegal bones. All right, I did a bad job of that. But they are good because they do heal. So it's like, it's pretty sick to have them. Okay, I think a lot of this, and I said this yesterday, a lot of this will be like, even though I'm not getting very far, it's all going to slowly become muscle memory. I think that's a big part of the Mutant Saga, is like, slowly over time, muscle memory is going to kick in. I know it looks like I'm fumbling, but for every fight we lose, we gain a little bit of confidence. I wish I believed that. But yeah, Blender Yo-Yo's not bad. I think I've given a bad, I can't talk. I've given a bad representation of myself with yo-yos, because I've bullied this yo-yo multiple times, as you all know. But I actually really love yo-yos. For anybody who doesn't know, yo-yo is one of my favorite classes in Terraria. I really do love yo-yos. Like, I've had multiple series dedicated to yo-yos in the past. Like, I've done Calamity with just yo-yos. I've done every mod with just yo-yos, haven't I? I've done Vanilla. I might even do 1.4 with thingies. I don't know. I clearly haven't got my pumpkin juice or whatever. Wrong weapon. Don't worry about it. I'm fumbling so bad. Okay, I like when you lot explained how to avoid the leaf crystals. I thought that was actually really decent, the way you explained it. Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So actually, let's go check on the pumpkins. Let's go see. So when it comes to pumpkin pie, that's like it's a buff, right? So I wonder how that works with our permanent buffs. Do I need to click B then to heal? Is that what that's going to be? I could imagine that. I tell you what I could do. I could probably swap over. To... Oh, that's one of my fake pumpkins. Wait, no, wait. No, I don't actually get how this works. Is there a cooldown on this, like potions? Is that how that works? Let's slap it all together and let's see. Because I didn't really figure it out yesterday. Because we only had what do we have? 2 of them. Right. Pie. It's pie flavored. Nice. 15 of them. I'm going to need to plant more. So how does this work? So if I click eat pumpkin pie, I get well fed. If I click B again, I activate grav, but I don't get well fed. So maybe it's a manual thing. Is that what I meant to do? I could totally see that. So you also get heal and you also get pumpkin pie. Okay, I'll try and remember. So checking in. How many fights have I done? I think I've probably done about 10 fights since we last spoke. I'm getting a little bit better, just a little bit. It really is about pattern recognition. It's about going, okay, right, so he's over here, so I have a very brief window to anticipate the attack. Like this one is Duke Fishron. I know it, right? What's after this? Okay, I need to start getting into an area that's safe. I know I've messed this up, but do you know what I mean? So I'm getting a little bit closer, and I'm learning a little bit more. I know we're close to being done, though. Like this one, I need to start moving out the way of the leaf things. I have not done that. I've done a terrible job of this, actually. Have I learned anything? Not really. But that's alright. So I've had a little play around with some of the effects, and I have actually turned off momentum. And yeah, it's definitely made this phase a lot easier, which is nice, because even though that this is like one of the most easiest phases, it's nice so that I'm not taking like stupid damage on phases where I should actually be a little bit better. I've also been practicing using the gold thing more in situations I don't like this one, because that phase is always followed up by the glaive leaf phase, and if you get lucky here, you can work your way through all of the lasers. Look at that. I mean, I've not clearly done very well, but it's still interesting. So when can I take a leaf pumpkin pie thing? I can't. All right. So one thing that I'm starting to do is, as I get a little bit better at the fight and I start to recognize, you know, just some of the attacks and that, I'm starting to turn on more and more effects, basically so that we do a little bit more damage. Because if I can kind of figure out what attacks are mine and what attacks are the mutants, then it doesn't really matter if I turn on, like, spooky scythes, for example, or shadow orbs. Do I know what it does? Not really, but I'm sure we probably get a little bit more damage. So, yeah, that's just something I'm starting, like bees and cactus needles. I don't really know, honestly. Like, are these going to help? Ballista Panic on hit? Why not? Why not? But yeah, just making it better and better as we go along. Hopefully it does something. I don't know. But yeah, soon it's going to get really hard to look at. I will say that. So one thing I am enjoying, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I like turning gold in the summoner phase so that you deal a lot of damage and you get a little bit of chance to heal. I mean, this isn't like clearly a winning fight, for example, but I feel like it's like in the progress of it. I still don't understand this. What is this about? What do you mean when you say stand between the lasers and Skeletron? I don't get it. Alright, so checking in. I'm slowly learning more and more about the fight. I feel like I'm getting better at using my gold a little bit better. But I don't know. It's hard. It's kind of about like learning a little bit of muscle memory, but it is true. You have so many attacks to learn. So even though you may get better at one than another, there is still a lot of stuff at play. Like, for example, still not very good at this. I still don't, very much like that. Oh, no. And then we've just beat the demon scythes, and now it's to this. Okay, I need to get better at that as well. I still haven't learned that phase yet. Okay, a sniper phase. I want to get better at this. These are the sniping ones are the ones that always get me. Because what they do is they predict your movement, and I'm not very clever at not getting hit in that sense. This as well, I really struggle with this. So the comment everybody says is stand between the lasers and the heads. And I don't exactly know where that is. Is that like, say the laser goes to here, if you follow my mouse, and the heads are here. Am I meant to stand right here? Or is it right above? I'm not too sure. But I think I'm learning. I do think I'm learning. I think I'm getting a little bit better, which is good to see. It's nice to see, you know, making progress is always good. I feel like I'm, oh, there you go. Sniper phase again. Okay, interesting. Yeah, these always get me. These moves outsmart the player, and yeah, I'm not very good at that. Is it right here you're meant to stand? Is that it? No, I got hit a million times, didn't I? That's definitely one I've got to learn. So it's really funny, right? I keep going to like wrap up the episode and give this conclusion and like talk about like what I've learned and all that. And I'm like, well, we'll do one more fight against the mutant. And then I do 5 more fights against the mutant. Honestly, I am hooked on this fight. I am hooked on this fight. This one will be my final one for today, though. I have learned so much today. I am extremely proud of what I've learned. And yeah, the Mutant Saga is a banger. I love the Mutant. Even though it's really hard, of course. I mean, of course it's really hard. Alright, I got a little bit flustered then. Forgive me. I always get flustered as I commentate these. Okay, but yeah, I've learned a lot. I know to anticipate a lot of the attacks now. I'm getting better at, like, slotting into this one, for example. Well, kind of, you know. It's hit and miss, as things always are. I'm going to spawn in a whole bunch of these and go invisible. Or go gold. I quite like going gold during this phase, I really do. Or during Summoner. Because you get all the summon damage, and you don't take any of the hits, which is really nice. Okay, let's just stay out the way. Let's not go where the Mutant Man is. Oh god. Alright. Changing weapons is still something I struggle with so much. I'm not very good at using a keyboard without looking at it. I'm also absolutely abysmal in this phase. The only good thing about this phase is that what follows it is Demon Scythes, and Demon Scythes are not the worst thing in the world, although I'll probably die to one in a minute, don't get me wrong. I've just been revived, so that means we're almost dead. Alright, so I've got to be really good with my snipes and my destroyers. I think out of all of the phases, weirdly, I've probably died on this one the most. I'd say that that's accurate. Or maybe even this one. I really struggle with this one. Sometimes the skeleton skulls hit me, sometimes they don't. It's odd. Okay, right. Oh, this is a phase I seem to never get. I just, like, never get the Moonlord laser and the nuke. And it's one of my favorite phases because it's the easiest. This is also one of my favorite phases for obvious reasons. It's super easy. Alright, I don't know if we're going to get any kind of healing at any point. So I'm just going to keep cracking on. Alright, slot into this. There we go. Okay, don't get hit here. It's worth 200 health if you get hit. So it's just not worth it. Alright, I'm going to go down here. And I'm just going to go in a hole for a little bit. I'm going to go in the gold hole. Okay, so the rough part is I've got 2 minutes left before I can be revived again. And I clearly don't have very much health. Okay, no. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's the closest I have ever been. That was a cool fight. And look at me. Like, well, I say look at me. You can't look at me. No camera. I really want to do another one now. That's how addicted I am. I've been playing now for 2 hours and a half. Just doing the Mutant. And I'm like, alright, one more. Go on. One more. One more. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. I love the Mutant. Who'd have thought it? Honestly, who'd have thought it? I really need to figure out this phase. I rely on gold in this phase every single time. And it's bad. I shouldn't. I shouldn't rely on gold in it. I need to learn myself. I need to learn that one myself. I need to get better at that phase as well, the quick dash. But it's funny because usually in the quick dash, I don't have to learn it because I'm in the golds, if you know what I mean. Alright. Oh, that was rough. Alright, very clearly I've messed this fight up. If it's not already obvious, this is a dead fight. Unless he starts to move this arena up here, and I get really lucky with every phase. Okay, summoner phase. Yeah, very unlucky. Say, I just want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do another one. What is wrong with me? What is this? Oh, this is the... Honestly, this is the twist of 2021 I would never have expected. That I become hooked on a mutant. Like, what? Come on, nobody anticipated this. Oh, starting with the Moonlord laser beam. Alright, bold move, bold move. Fargo man. Very new, very bold. Alright, okay, so Slime Rain. Okay, we know Slime Rain. I wish this one would pop up all the time. I wish this fight was just Slime Rain. Slime Rain and Jukes. That would be great. Alright, let's slot in here. So yeah, it's weird because I'm using the big tungsten weapons because they give you more damage and such. But it's not the best idea. I am going to hide there. We're going to hide there and skip this phase instead. It might pop me out during the lasers. It might not. No. Okay. Alright, I got good with that. Okay, now it's snipes. Hitting the side of the arena is one of my biggest flaws as well. I need to get better at that. Alright, so it's this, which I'm so hit and miss on. Sometimes I do really well at it. Sometimes I don't. And we know I do bad on this one, so I've already lost this fight almost. Okay, now it's Demon Scythes. I'm usually in the gold hole by now, so I never have to deal with this, weirdly. Okay, fast one I need to get better at. Okay, now it's Snipes. Snipes are the worst one. I feel bad when I get killed by Snipes. Because I'm always like, you could have done better in that one. Right, so I think with that, I will wrap it up for today. I am hooked on that fight. I will say, I am still looking for tips, always. If anybody can give me a good tip about those pillars getting thrown at you, I would appreciate it. I really just struggled to actually dodge them. So, yeah, if you have a tip for that, let me know. So today, I think we probably did, 50 to 100 fights. Honestly, no idea. No idea. But it was fun. I had fun. It's a nice day. I'm looking forward to pressing on and doing more. That being said, there probably won't be a video tomorrow. It's the weekend. Tomorrow, me and Courtney are going to start doing some packing, which is very exciting. Like doing the doing the boring stuff. But yeah, I'll probably be back Sunday. I don't think I've got anything planned other than packing. But yeah, that's it. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for another great week. It's been an interesting week, hasn't it? I got vaccinated. I got to go on a very small trip. I mean, I was only gone for a day. But yeah, what a week. Yeah, have a great weekend. Let me know if you do out cool. Right, so shout out to our channel members as always. Thank you so much. 60 episodes. What a banger. Right, see you in the next one, guys. Peace.